Yeah, hey, everybody, welcome to my live stream. My name is Victor Moore. I'm a freelance 3D artist. A little bit about me for those who are new. I work in the industry for about 12 years on as a generalist, 3D generalist, and as a 3D game artist. Basically on or made my major work is like character art right now. And here on the channel, I like to discuss some topics with you regarding the industry, like 3D industry, games industry, art in general, or film industry. Um, yeah, and on this side, I like to show you what I'm working on. Like these are mostly portfolio pieces which I'm working on, or just showcasing or like practicing sculpting. So yeah, and I hope you can learn from me as well. So if you like what you see here, please hit the like button and subscribe, comment, of course, when you are watching as a VOD. This helps me a lot as a artist, and of course it helps me to find out what you like, what you want to see more of. So today I want to spend some time with this character here. The Unfortunately, I do not know. Rick, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I didn't find out the original artist. I will search a little bit better. I didn't have time to search that much. Um, oh, the Discord invite is not valid. Do you have a new one? Um, I create or I actually. Oh, I think the Discord link is running out, right? Let me see if I can generate. I posted right here as a chat. I think I think the invitation is running out or so. Let me check it for the future. Yeah, join my Discord server. You can share your whip images there, and I write you a comment, or maybe you get a comment from the community. And of course, I'm sharing with you on Discord like stuff like tutorials which I find online, or art jobs I find online. So you can check out the sections and find out what's actually, yeah, like helping you, or what is like inspiring you. I share inspirations which are like inspiring me for working actually on characters, and maybe it inspires you to work on your skill set. You can post your portfolio if you like to have a comment on this from the community, and please let me know if you like like a how it's called, a review of your portfolio, maybe online, like on YouTube, live on YouTube. Let me know, and I maybe will create a section, a full video with portfolio reviews if you want. And yeah, today I want to talk about a specific topic. I got this question some weeks ago. Um, is it possible to be a like full-time YouTube artist, and can you make a career out of it? And yeah, like you saw the topic, I wrote like a YouTube artist is not a career, and like this is my opinion, of course. Let's discuss about it. You can share your opinion on the chat, and I think um, is is it possible to be a YouTube artist like as a career or not? I think it's both yes and no. Um, and yeah, I would like to discuss about it today. But first, let me start with this character, so you have to something to see about. But yeah, like I said, share your opinion on this, and we can discuss about it. Or maybe you already thought about uh, becoming a YouTube artist. I mean, full-time YouTube artist. And yeah, maybe you can share your opinion or experience with us. So yeah, my thoughts about this topic is um, first, of course, you shouldn't like when you are young, you shouldn't consider YouTube as your primarily job opportunity or career opportunity, of course. Of course, you need a lot of experience being a artist in general, of course, but on YouTube as well. So let me create a uh, quick head here for this female character. And you are joining my Discord. Welcome to Discord as well. So, like I said, you find um, art jobs there. I find a lot of art jobs online when I'm searching for my clients or for my jobs. I of course share it with you as well. Uh, what I actually find. So there are like jobs. Um, how it's called, like 2D and 3D and environment art and character art. So you're welcome to have a look there. And yeah, so this is my like base mesh. I create like always created like this. I like this to like the separation between the eyes or the eyes top and bottom. To have it like this because you have a lot of control actually over this section of the eyes, which is, to my opinion, one of the most difficult sections for, especially for beginners. And yeah, I want, I want, I want to have a lot of control there as well. So don't think that when you are um, more experienced, you do not have any like um, how it's called, difficulties on specific yeah, sections of the body. Of course, you have some. Rashad wants to have a review of his portfolio. Yeah, like I said, please post it on Discord. There is a section about portfolios, and please write like, "Hey, I would like to have a review of of my portfolio, like live on stream." Okay. And I will collect it, and maybe once a month or so, I will create a review of portfolios. Mm. I create the eyes. The eyelids, I like to have them as separate pieces as well. For those who didn't see my work so far, uh, I like to do it like this. You will see it later. Why? And then inflate this, duplicate, and rotate like this. And then create some space here for the eye, like the inner corner. If I can, let me see. Uh, I can create a new channel. I create a new channel on Discord, and there I can like, it's called live stream. I don't know, content. And here I will paste um, like when you want to follow my sculpting here, you can find this particular art piece on Discord. Let me see. Just post this one here. Yeah, you find this artwork here on Discord, and yeah, you can follow my videos a little bit better. It's a good idea actually. Okay, I have my base mesh now, and yeah, like is it a good idea to be a like full-time YouTube artist? Actually, of course, I cannot tell you like exact. I cannot tell you exactly like for your situation. Of course, it depends on what kind of situation you are in, like always. Um, but I think um, like someone was asking me like, "Hey, I'm a beginner artist," and I asked like, "What is your goal as an artist in general?" And this person was telling like, "Hey, I want to be a YouTube artist," and I thought like, is this a good idea for a beginner artist to plan ahead, like to be a YouTube artist? like right away. This is why I came up with this topic actually, and I think, of course, it's you can see it like critical, or it's a controversy. Um, I think. Let me. Of course, I'm still not used to work and talk at the same time, but I'm learning. And yeah, why is it not a good idea, to my opinion, to like plan ahead, like, hey, I'm a beginner artist and I want to be a YouTube artist. Actually, I would prefer, for you, uh, as a beginner artist, a like typical career in a studio first, because you need to have some experience, of course. You have to be certain, like on a certain level, of course, to be a artist in general. And then I would say you can create a career, like it's the same thing like being a freelance artist. You have to be on a certain level actually first, before creating a freelance career or a YouTube career. And some comments there. Oh, that's a nice question from Timur Hamid. Um, Timur Hamid is, by the way, one of my patrons. So when you want to support my channels, you're welcome to join my Patreon. Of course, I have some courses there, and I do like feedbacks, like in-depth feedbacks. Of course, I cannot create like in-depth feedbacks live on stream or in Discord. So when you want to have really in-depth live or in-depth feedbacks from me for your portfolio, your work, 2D, 3D, it doesn't matter actually, because I can teach, or not teach, but coach you in these topics. Um, and yeah, Rick and Timur and some others are working on their portfolio. And I think for a, like, for a, the question was, how many 3D characters in our portfolios should we have, like, to apply for a job? And I think for a junior artist, I've seen a lot, like, different things. I saw someone who was really, really good, and he applied with just one character for a studio, and he got the job. But he was really, really, really good when he created this one particular character. And it was more like a realistic character, not a stylized character. And to my opinion, I would prefer at least 3 characters. So, like I said, I saw some people who had like a ton of characters and are still not getting a job. And one guy I saw, he had one character and immediately got the job. So it actually, there is no specific number, but I prefer to have, for a beginner artist, I prefer to have him to have at least 3 characters. one male, one female, and one creature or monster. These are these are showing the yeah, like when you're applying for a job, these are showing that you are able to create a male, female character, male and female anatomy properly, and of course a creature for a more like free type of characters. Um, yeah, this is something I prefer for portfolios from junior artists or beginner artists. Another question. um, Austin Mayer is asking, how do you improve your anatomy skills on portions of the body that you are not necessarily interested in? Um, it's an like very interesting question because um, to just push through with some studies. Yes, actually, for a for a portfolio, you have to be interested. I mean, when you want to be employed in a studio, you have to be interested in every aspect which is necessary for building a character. I mean, when you want to be a character artist. Um, that's why how you learn aspects of the anatomy which you are not interested in, you have to be interested. There is no way around to be like employed somewhere, and I think yeah, like when you ask or when you think about it, like when you go to a mechanic to a car mechanic or whatever and tell him and he tells you like, oh, I can do like changing tires, but I'm not interested in like repairing whatever. You think like, okay, this is not the full service. I need a full service. I don't want to go to one mechanic to do this and to another mechanic to do that. Of course, there are like specific needs. If you have a like, I don't know, electric car, you of course go to another mechanic than with other problems. But in general, you want one person who actually can create at least 90% of everything that's related to your car. Okay, and the same thing here as well. So when you are not interested in like feet or knees or whatever, I have always problems, and I have to watch it in an anatomy book, like how is the knee working, or because I'm not creating a lot of knees, or how is the armpit working, or how is, I don't know, like the elbow as well, um, or the feet, whatever. Um, but actually, you have to know how it works. Okay, at least, like I said, the full body, you have to know how it works at least like to 90%, and that means like uh, you cannot avoid specific portions of the body. Sagat, thank you very much. Yeah, like I said, I was not streaming last few weeks because I was working on a project. This project is ending this week, And next week I will be on vacation. I will take a trip just for like recovering, for relaxing, and then I will stream again a little bit more. I hope so. Or maybe I will be involved in a new project. I don't know. And yeah, to the topic again, like I said, do not consider YouTube or being a YouTube artist uh, right away like a career. Actually, most people who on YouTube are already experienced in art in general. Okay, so it's very very hard to compete with as a like beginner artist. It's really really hard to compete with these people, and this is one of many aspects I think why this is not a good idea to yeah to go right into being a YouTube artist. I have the artwork at the side, and she has like very tilted eyes, and I have to watch if this works actually on um, in 3D as well. So let me figure out, and this is why I create the eyelids like this, because I can experiment a lot with this. She is very very stylized. That's why in 2D it works like this. In 3D we have to figure out. And yeah, don't worry when the eyes are a little bit more closed. This will change, of course, like this. And yeah, of course, you need, as an YouTube artist, you need income, actually. And this is one thing I really think what's actually a problem for a YouTube artist is the income. Like on a regular basis, you do not have a regular income, and yeah, struggle. You can struggle a lot with not having a regular income. I do it like quick and dirty here, and we'll refine it later. Watch from below because the mouth is going like around the teeth. It's very important to uh, of course the lips are sticking too much out. So this will change, of course, later. So the more you are refining the character, the more like it looks like a human being, because it's right now it's not it's not human at all. But trust the process. You have to trust the process actually. And yeah, I really recommend uh, to get experience in a studio. Of course, it's not possible in every country. I absolutely get it. And many people want um, work remotely, and of course, it's not possible in every country or in every like yeah everywhere as well. Even I struggle a lot with getting uh, jobs, remote jobs, like as a freelancer. Thank you. I didn't know if this like example with the mechanic makes any sense, but yeah, actually, you can break a lot of things pretty good down on a like personal level when you watch things like from your personal perspective. You get it immediately. You get actually the answer immediately when you are watching things from your personal perspective. Instack. Thank you. Yes, my day is actually always I enjoy really what I do, and yeah, my day is perfect actually. Um, like I said, my project I'm working on is going into the last steps, like today, I mean this week. And yeah, like I said, you have to figure out if this tilting of the eyes is actually working. I'm not sure yet, but I have to figure out like it's a part of the job actually to figure out stuff, and you cannot get. This is why I'm not a huge fan of tutorials, even if I'm posting tutorials, and of course I'm watching tutorials as well. Um, because a tutorial it gives you just one like one solution for one specific problem, but a character is containing a lot of problems which you as a 3D artist have to figure out to yeah how you solve these problems. And as always, don't judge too early. Take your time for creating uh, a character or a face. Her nose is of course different. I actually prefer more a natural look on the face, but I can try out another version, I just copy this and try out a more stylized nose. Maybe it's even better. So um, experimenting and finding out is, of course, part of the job. Maybe more like this, I don't know. Something like more stylized, more simplified. And she has a very, like, this portion of the head is a little bit more bulky. So when you want to recreate this particular face, then you have to watch this portion a bit more closer. I will place the hair. I think like the base face is okay. I don't like the eyes. They are sticking too much out. I think the head needs to be a bit wider, a bit more round. The face remembers you a specific character. I don't know the character from first player already. Oh, you mean this movie? Yeah, I know the character. Yes, actually, she has something in common with her. Artemis, or yeah, yeah. Or random question, but how beginner friendly is your patron? Um, Actually, my patron is aimed for. It doesn't actually matter if you are a absolute beginner or if you are more experienced. Um, you can have a look in on my page on my Patreon. There, the videos have a like preview, so watch the previews and watch for if you like them in general, because my Patreon is not for everybody. Um, of course, you can join as a beginner. I like to like to start at the beginning, but you have to be um, you have to be ready to take a lot of time on your learning. Okay, so I'm not creating. Of course, I'm just coaching people towards a specific like direction. I'm not teaching every single button. Okay, so of course, we will have a interview when you join my Patreon. We will have an interview when you join the Sculpting Guru tier. when you join the other one, you can watch the videos, but you have to figure out on your own if you are able to do it. Or we have an interview, and I will ask you for your let me skill sets. And yeah, like I said, do not expect quick results on my when you do like I take teaching actually pretty serious, because most like tutorials are telling you that like, hey, when you follow this tutorial, then you will be creating quickly, like quick good results on whatever. This actually doesn't happen. You have to spend a lot of time, and especially when you're self-teaching. I mean, I am a coach, and I teach people, but I'm not a teacher in a like classical way. Um, and you should be able to do this program on my Patreon at least for a year, which I recommend. At least for a year. When you want like quick results, or quick, like, hey, I want to be an artist, and I want to be employed in some months. This will never happen, especially when you are as a self-taught artist. Self-teaching takes more time, and you have to be able to do this for a long time, actually, learning and improving. And of course, you can send me your stuff, and I will have a look there, but I will not like run after you and ask you like, hey, did you do this, or did you do that? It's actually your learning and your problem, actually, when you're if you're doing or not doing. I will not like I do not have the time to run after kids who are not taking this serious and expect me like, oh, you as a teacher, you have to care. Actually, I do not care. I care if you are learning. If you are not learning, then it's your problem, actually. So my program is not for everybody, like I said, but it's tough, I think. And I think Rick and Timur can tell you how strict I am, how my teaching is, actually. So Rick and Timur, you're welcome to write your experience in the chat if you like. Like I said, it's not for everybody, and I'm strict as a teacher or as a coach. And yeah, like I said, it's not a program like for a quick result. You have to work a lot on your own, of course, and improve. And because I'm guiding people towards learning how to learn more than like, this is the button you have to press. Okay, these are the buttons, or whatever, like tutorial stuff. Like tutorials are promising always quick results, but actually it's not happening. Doesn't matter what kind of coach, what kind of teacher you're following, you will never have a quick result. So I hope this helps you a little bit. This answers your question. So now I have to rework, because the face is really, really tiny here, I have to uh, do my best to match the face. Yeah, exactly. When you want, like I said, when you want quick results, um, it's difficult because actually in this whole like learning process is never quick actually. Like my you can like take my car mechanic example, of course, for this as well. So when you want, ask yourself, when you have a car or when you have a bike or whatever, how long does it take you to learn how to repair a car? Because it's actually a job. It's actually a job, and yeah, tutorials are always actually tutorials are not, and maybe I discuss it some on another stream. Tutorials are actually not made for beginners, even if there stands like even if the topic is, hey, here a beginner tutorial for ZBrush or um, Blender or whatever. Actually, tutorials are not made for beginners because um, what I like to do with my students is to work a lot on fundamentals first. And it's not about quick results because actually my students want to join this as a job, I think. And and learning a job is not easy, and it's not quick, of course. You cannot expect quick results from learning. And of course, it how long you need for my like program. I do not have a specific program. I do a lot like feedback rounds with my students, and we are refining things like skill set in anatomy or in yeah, whatever it needs in painting, for example, or if you want just like creating a portfolio, of course, yeah, like portfolio pieces as well. Uh, And of course, with my feedbacks, I'm honest. I'm not like, oh, this is my customer and I have to be nice to him. When something is wrong with your like progress, I will tell you there is something wrong and you have to start at least the here and there. But of course, the decision is on your side. Um, and this is part of the learning process. You have to learn, like, um, you have to learn to be able, uh, how it's called. Let me translate quickly. I'm not sure if this translation is correct, but like, you have to learn to figure out what your own skill set is. And this is what I like to assist you with, because of course, when you work or when you want to be employed in a studio, or when you work in a studio, then you get asked a lot, how long do you take, or how long does it take to create this and this character? And you have to learn, uh, the translation was assess, I think. I don't know if this word is correct, but yeah, you have to be able to assess your skill set and to tell like, oh, this takes this and this time to create. Here is some. I work on some hair strands, because hair is actually part of the face, and I want like at least having a volume there, which is representative for the hair. And yeah, like I said, maybe I repeat, but I want you to be sure uh, that you want to be like in my program, um, is that it is actually your learning process. I'm assisting with my coaching your own like learning experience. Yeah, you're welcome when you want to join my Patreon. Yeah, this is actually what I'm aiming for, is to guiding people, guiding new artists, I mean beginner artists, um, towards their needs. I want like, I don't want to create like tutorials for everybody. Maybe someday I will create tutorials more meant for everybody, but actually every artist has his specific needs, and many people are not able like to tell what is their skill set, current skill set, and how to improve. And this is where I like join the process and give tips on general learning. Of course, because actually I'm learning on my own um, as well a lot. Like here on YouTube, I'm showing you this is something I learn. This is the actual learning process. So um, you're repeating stuff over and over again, uh, and of course, you are never stopping actually the learning process. So it's part of our job as artists, never stop to learn and never stop being curious about things. And yeah, again to my topic today, being a YouTube artist is like I am I would not consider myself as a YouTube artist because even if I'm present on YouTube or on a social media, I'm not a YouTube artist. Okay, I would not call myself YouTube artist because this is actually um, being a YouTube artist is not like, oh, I reached like a specific level or whatever in my career. It's actually a dead end actually, and maybe I create another stream about this or a video, um, because actually I'm creating live streams and videos as a more like a advertisement for my service. I would not call myself YouTube artist. And this is why I think YouTube artist is actually not a career. It's just a tool I'm using for advertising for my service. But many I know actually that many young artists are considering this as a job opportunity, but she has a very short upper lip. Let me see. Like I want, of course, I want to take you the illusion that being an artist is easy or easy to learn. Or creating like characters quickly uh, is like a skill set which you are absolutely or I mean which you absolutely need. Actually, um, being quick is just one aspect of being an artist. I mean, creating characters really quick is not a skill set which is priority number one. It's actually more like priority number three. First thing you have to have is, of course, can you deliver your like stuff? Can you do it actually? Let me save and then I will go into the comment section again. Uh, okay. Let me read. Yeah, it's actually true. It's like going into the gym. It's true. The tools are there, but how you use the tools is actually the yeah like is is a matter of success or not. Okay, so yeah, it's a very good uh, very good comment. Um, okay, preparing some more hair. And of course, it's just a like starting point. I will not be able to create the full character. Yeah, like I said, I'm not used to work and talk at the same time, so I'm sorry. But when I have some time, I would love to finish some of my characters. Maybe live on stream, maybe at the site. Mm. Yeah, Rick, you're mentioning that a mentorship is much more useful. Yeah, actually, it's like I I prefer mentorship shipment more than just tutorials because I can like watch the specific needs of a student um, and yeah, and give like specific input. It's a little bit different from like the usual tutorial stuff where actually the student has no idea how things are coming together. So I'm trying to teach or trying to assist with getting like to a point where you can do stuff on your own actually, and not just rely on a specific tutorial. And when you do not find the specific tutorial, then you are not able to create a character. It's of course, you are not employable then when you need always a tutorial for something specific or something like special. Uh, okay, I want to create, or I want to get like, I'm talking a lot and actually but yeah, like I said, you can share your thoughts on my topic. If you, what kind of career are you after actually? And I was just talking about this topic because I got this question. Of course, you can have other questions. She has some sharp edges in the face, but not too much. Timo is asking for a like how long does it take? I think you're asking the average speed. How long does it take to create a character bust? Um, of course, here on live stream, I'm not this quick because, yeah, like I said, I'm talking and actually I'm relaxing and enjoying the process. Um, so I'm not in a hurry or so. I don't want to show you like, oh, I'm this quick. Okay, this is not the point here. I just want to get in touch with you guys to talk about my like most beloved topic, like 3D art and game art and this stuff. I'm not in a hurry here. So for a bust, I think like this, just the bust, just the sculpting. Actually, the face is the most important thing, and this takes actually the major a part of your sculpting, especially for a bust. Um, I think I would spend on the head at least a day to finish it, really finishing, and then the rest I would say the another day. Of course, depends on what kind of hair she has. Maybe the hair itself needs a day, whatever, to be really finished. I mean, really like the um, ready for retopo or for printing, whatever. Um, yeah, so a bust like this, I would take at least 2 days to finish it, at least. But it depends, of course, what kind of needs, what kind of customer you have, or and of course, I would take like when I'm creating a face, I'm always taking a break and return to this face a little bit later, because when you take a break, then you see much more like mistakes you did when you have like a space in between, or when you take a break, like uh, yeah, you know what I mean. I think spending a little bit more time with the mouth, and she is not smiling also. She has a very specific like type of upper lip. I want to recreate this as much as I can. And bring, of course, yeah, like my own version for it. But this is too much here. So you have to watch, of course, from the distance, if it's working or not, what you're doing there. So it's always like creating some details and then getting some like getting more distance and watch, compare. Of course, you need to combine the geometry together to have a better representation of this curve here, or like on the face. Yeah, Jensify or Gensify is telling, yeah, this is what I recommend, not following exactly tutorials. Yeah, this is what I think too, because yeah, like I said, tutorials are mostly like for not for beginners. They are showing pretty advanced stuff, and beginners are always having trouble to following or to like um, to combining it into their own workflow. Um, so when you are a experienced artist, then of course you can combine it with your own workflow. When you see something interesting on a portfolio, on a tutorial, but a beginner artist is not able to bring it into his own workflow because actually he doesn't have one. The upper lip is a little bit too like uh, too much sticking out. And yeah, for those who are new uh, in the chat or on my channel or on the stream, you're welcome to join my Discord, of course. And I will paste the uh, invitation, the new one, under this video, of course. Yeah, exactly. Make your own character with the methods which are shown in the tutorial. exactly. This is something I really recommend to like abstract. Like the methods are shown in a tutorial, abstract them to your own creation or your own vision. This is a like transition which you have to learn anyway. So when you are more experienced, then yeah, you have to adapt like stuff you are seeing on a tutorial to adapt it to a um, yeah, like to adapt it to a studio um, character, to a character which you are creating for a studio. I mean, okay, let's make some progress for the ear. I do a quick version. Of course, I'm missing geometry here, and something like here is I need backface masking, of course. Don't forget that your ear has a lot of depth, especially a big ear like this should have enough space on the back here. Yeah, it's actually a faster learning when you are adapting. Like actually, I never did a real tutorial. I mean, I never created a piece from a tutorial. I cannot remember. Actually, I think the only like tutorials I did were in school. I mean, in art school when our teacher was showing, of course, stuff, and I needed to create it, but I always try to give it my own like um, my own touch to it. And yeah, it's it's really a faster way to learn, because you are actually you are creating your own like problems or mistakes, and you learn from these mistakes. And when you learn from mistakes, then you're learning, of course, much faster. That's why um, my way to teach or to guide people is that they, of course, create their own stuff. Like Rick is working on a specific character right now, and I'm guiding through because like I'm telling specific things. I mean, I give specific like feedback, but I'm not doing it for him. I'm just showing like here and there you can do it like this, and here and there you decide on your own what you need and what you are able to do, and I guide you. And of course, I'm trying to create more and more like things where I explain stuff like how anatomy is working, because this is something you have to have like a guide, um, how to learn these things. Of course, I'm creating like real courses, but it takes time, of course. I think I'm happy with the face in general. When I would like join everything together, then I would take another look at it. But for now, it's okay like this, and I create the eyelashes quickly just for better representing the form of the eye. And actually, techniques like I mean, um, how to create or how to extract things from each other, or so you get this knowledge actually for free on YouTube. That's why I recommend when you are on my program, I recommend a lot of tutorials from YouTube, of course, because uh, as a coach, I cannot cover everything, of course, and I do not have this much time for creating every single detail in tutorials. That's why I, of course, recommend a lot of tutorials like ZBrush, Blender. Blender Guru tutorials are pretty cool. Uh, I did them myself, like the how it's called, the donut tutorial. I love it. So yeah, There are so many talented like tutorial creators. I think they are much better than I am in creating tutorials. I mean, like click here, click there. They are very systematic, like going through the program and explaining everything there. Um, and I am better in guiding people like through specific needs, more like a coach. So every person on YouTube or whatever has its own like uh, way uh, for creating content, and your advantage is that you can combine these things together and not just focusing on one person and think that oops it will work like with just one tutorial or one person. Okay, let's spend some time on the gear. I mean, on the armor pieces and this stuff. I think her nose, and like I said, sometimes you have to return. I think this type of nose is very, very special. Like there, it's very, very reduced, and I'm not used to create noses like this. I'm more um, used to create more realistic noses. Yeah. I'm reading slow through the comments because I'm focusing on sculpting. But yeah, Jensify is true. Yeah, you're right. It's a like most people like you tell most people are focusing too much on too yeah too much on too much actually. They want too much at the same time, and you have to start somewhere. And I think, to my opinion, the best starting point on character creation, of course, um, on other things is other, yeah, like uh, you can start with on another point, but especially on characters, you have to start with anatomy first. And I think it's more important to start on anatomy because this is like the basis for every character. It doesn't actually matter if you are creating a creature or whatever, a dog, then you have to start with animal anatomy when you want to be in when you want to create a dog or a horse, a cat, whatever you want to learn or whatever you want to create. You have to start somewhere, and I would recommend to start at anatomy and spend a lot of time with anatomy. Like, I mean, I spent at least 10 years with anatomy learning before I got into character creation. I mean, of course I was creating characters at the side, but these always were more like studies. And yeah, yeah, and because you tell it 3D was overwhelming at the start, this is why I recommend to start in 2D your studies. Which part I enjoy most? I think I enjoy most creating faces. Bodies, yeah, of course, as well. Um, my least favorite parts are the hands and feet. Uh, yeah, not because cannot do it, but maybe when you have some expression with the hands, it's pretty cool because I saw I was in a art museum this last week, and I saw some paintings of Michelangelo, and of course he was like paying a lot of attention to the hands, and I really enjoyed watching the hands are always doing something on his paintings, like on the cathedral he was painting in in Rome, and yeah, I enjoy creating hands when the hands have to do something. I mean, when they are doing something, okay. But on a game character, which has like hands like in a stiff position, it's more like a must do. I'm still not happy with the nose. It's more. it's a little bit more natural than here, and here it's a little bit more flat, I think. Yeah, but I enjoy creating faces a lot because actually, even a stiff face or a face which is watching towards has some expression in it. And I like to work on, yeah, expression, expressing something with the face or with the body. Okay, let's see for the rest. And like I said, I would need to take a break from this character to see the um, parts which are not working. It's actually I think the most which is not working here um, is the nose, I would say. And of course, I would need to combine everything and to finish it. Like, of course, it's not working like with this separation. It will not work like this. It always would look different. Yes, I would when I have some time later, I will combine these parts and refine them a little bit more. But like I said, always take a break from a character and take a like this is why I'm doing this stream, because I take a break from the other work I'm working on right now, and I need some distance before I finish this piece. But let me first create at least this upper part here. I don't know if I will create the shoulder pads or the other stuff, but at least this color. The neck should be like, she is of course tilting her head like downwards. That's why the neck is of course different than on the I mean, she has a different neck than here. I think I can duplicate it and create it more like this. it's more straight. Of course, the neck is a bit too long. And it's tilted towards like more straight here. I created more asymmetric like it's on the artwork. I need a upper body, like more representation. Just a volume which is representing the upper body a little bit better. How do you combine them when you have subdivision levels? I do it like this. Let me see. I create a like how it's called, a view set here, a new view set just from the head. Then merge visible. Go here. I have merged everything, like every visible piece. Then auto group and mirror and welds. And then Dynamesh everything. Oh, duplicate, of course. Then Dynamesh like this. Then I have my polygroups. Some are working, some are not. I polygroup this section like to one, and maybe the lips like this. And then I go to let me see, there are little polygroups which are so cleaning this up a little bit more. Something like this, and then keep groups, legacy, and the ZBrush. Okay, this is not working, maybe without legacy. And hope it's some kind of usable. Yeah, that's okay. I think it's not perfect, but it's okay. It's usable. And then I reproject from one head to the other. Like this. And then I clean up again like this. Okay. So this is actually my process, how I combine these together. Of course, you have to clean up a lot then, but yeah, and then you can actually create a good transition between nose and face like this. And of course, you have to rework here and there stuff. Like here as well. Cleaning everything. And then you can insert this piece here, and then you have your combined version. So this is, of course, quick. It's not a tutorial, but this is how I do it. Combining everything together. And then, of course, I have to refine things a lot because, yeah, like I said, with the nose, it's not perfect. It's not working like on the artwork. And I have to fill this area because I think she has a very smooth transition here and she has actually a pretty wide nose. And of course, you have to watch if this works for your character, for your vision of this character, or if she needs a more smaller nose. Something like this. The polygroups are for these loops. This algorithm here on ZBrush is detecting like polygroups and creates better loops around them. It's like I said, it's not perfect by any means. Of course, it's not a perfect loop. For perfect loops, you have to recreate this like by hand. But I prefer to have some polygroups, and of course, yeah, I can use these polygroups for sculpting. Okay, so I can isolate stuff here and there. That's why I create these polygroups first. But it's not really, I mean, it's not that necessary, but I like to have them. And now I have more geometry here on the ear, a better geometry, I mean, and can work here a little bit better. I mean, someone was asking, I think Timur was asking for how quick you can do this stuff. It depends, of course, if you are working on a really finished piece, or if you are working on a quick sculpt. I mean, like a concept or something like this. Depends, of course. For a quick concept, you can do it like this. Okay, you do not need to be too perfect with things. But for a finished piece, of course, you need to spend a lot more time. I mean, here on the upper ear, there is a little problem with pinching here. Maybe I would like repeat this process here with this creation again to clean up here on top. But I leave it like this for now. And here again, I create a new version or another version where I try to create really this like bigger piece here. I don't know if this is, I mean, it's very unnatural, of course. Very minor adjustments here. Um, Nari Naryu-sang. Interesting name. Naryu-sang is asking how we find out if we have sculpted enough, like on a face, for example, or on a character. And interesting question. It's of course up to you if you are, yeah, like satisfied with your creation. Of course, no one can tell you that you spent enough time with it. And yeah, how you know? Actually, I know it. I know it that I like have enough, spent enough time with it when I'm really satisfied with the look this character creates or has. Um, but it's not easy to answer actually because it's depending, of course, on yourself, on your like um, artistic view or artistic decisions which you are making. And yeah, I'm I'm finished when I'm satisfied. And actually, on some point, you have to be satisfied because maybe you have to like deliver your work, your final piece, and maybe you do not have any time anymore. And yeah, that's why you have to be like um, consider this as finished and give it to the client or yeah, but like I said, it's not an easy I know what you mean, but it's not easy to answer because it depends, of course, on what kind of artist you are. If you are satisfied with your work or not, and of course, yeah, like I said, on some point you have to be like, okay, this is it. I'm finished with this piece because I cannot spend too much time on it or whatever. Uh, Let me create this hair piece. There are many artists who are never satisfied with their work, and it's actually not healthy. Here, like I said, the ear is not perfect here on this section because it's actually too fat here. Um, but I leave it like this for now. I hope this answers your question. Of course, like I said, not every question or not every answer is like satisfying. Um, but I try to satisfy every or to answer every question as good as I can. me see. I would need to work more on a back of the head. Of course, it's not finished here. I make the hair a little bit darker to have a more contrast, to have more like a relation to this character here, to figure out if this matches the artwork a little bit better. I think I think I'm on a good way. Um, Maybe the eye should be more tilted, like on a cat or something like this, but in general, it's okay. Let's see, there is another question, I think. Dylan, thank you very much for sharing me with me that you like my stuff and that you are learning from me. I really appreciate it. So yeah, give me a like and a comment and a subscription if you are not one of my subscribers. And yeah, makes me happy and makes the algorithm, of course, and it helps me with the social media stuff. And always go like back and forth, watching in detail, and then again the whole thing. If it's matching your needs, I think I think the face is okay. Like I said, the eyes should be more tilted, I think, but in general, it's good. Her nose is actually even more like on a cat, more flat. But I don't know. Maybe I would need to create another version. I have some versions here, so I can always like come back um, to rework uh, some stuff. Um, if you want to have a um, portfolio review, I collect portfolios on my Discord, and you can, let me see. I'm new to Discord, that's why I'm searching for the invitations. Uh, how do I invite? I mean, I create always new invitations, but actually there is, I think, another mm, there is an invitation in the this one. I wanted just to post a new invitation to my Discord. This one. So you can post your portfolio there. Um, please post um, ArtStation portfolios or when you have ArtStation. I will not review like personal um, websites. I will not visit them because of like yeah safety. Okay, I do not want to have any like viruses also. That's why I only review portfolios from ArtStation. But you can like when you want just to share, please share it like this. And when you want a review, please write, hey, I want to have a review from my portfolio, and then I will visit it and review. So please only ArtStation, like URLs, okay? So the full thing, like um, HTTPS and so on. Yeah, like I said, yeah, someone is posting like please the full URL, and then I will collect them and I will make maybe a like there are already three. Yeah, I will collect them and maybe I will create a session like um, only on portfolio reviews. Of course, I will have a look previous like um, before and review like are there like proper things on there or maybe adult stuff because when you have some nudity or adult stuff there um, it's a bit like not, yeah uh, how it's called. Yeah, of course. It's a bit difficult for YouTube to handle. Okay, so when you have something like adult stuff happening, please take it out. In general, I would not like recommend to share like nudity too much on on portfolios. And yeah, okay, let's spend some minutes on the hair, and then I think And then I think this character is actually, I mean the head, of course, not the rest. Maybe I will create the rest on another stream or in private time. I always tell it, and I always have this like wish to have more time for my own creations. Let me switch off the coloring. And yeah, first I create some hard edges there because the hair is really like has some hard edges here on the front. And this is what I want to recreate first, like pretty freely. So nothing like special here. Something like this, okay? Yeah, like when you have something on your portfolio which I cannot show, of course I will not review your portfolio. So please remove, like like I said, nudity and this stuff, it doesn't belong in a portfolio anyway. So even if you are studying anatomy, please do not send this stuff like I said, nudity to a uh, portfolio review or a studio. And yeah, when you want to know more about portfolio creation, I have a um, I have some videos about portfolio creation on my Patreon. So when you join Patreon, then you can watch them, these videos about portfolio and what I call it always like, what is your next step? So when you are a beginner, I have a full series or I have a full video step by step what I think you should do when you are a beginner artist, what you should avoid and what you should do actually. So when you are interested in videos like this, please watch on my, I mean, join my Patreon, and there you can watch these kind of content. And of course, it helps me a lot to with financing this channel, of course, and yeah, financing, of course, the uh, courses on Patreon itself. Let me see. Francis, shortly, I'm already like in the final stages of this video. I know maybe I didn't answer specific. I mean, I try to summarize why I think YouTube artist is not a career, which I wanted to discuss here on this video. Is actually, yeah, like I said before, first thing is the market is, of course, to my opinion, oversaturated. There are actually too many artists on YouTube. I think I myself, I am not considering myself as an YouTube artist. Of course, I am present on YouTube as an artist, but I see it more like a tool for like giving like inserts in my creation process, in my workflow. And of course, I'm creating a like personal brand. This is something many people are doing right now, creating a personal brand. But I think um, I, actually I'm not earning here anything. Okay, that's why I wouldn't tell like, oh, I'm a YouTube artist and this is my career. Actually, not. I am a freelance artist who is yeah, who is providing a service, and this is my major income, and this is my career. Okay, but I use YouTube as a tool to present my service to my customers, or maybe like or of course to get in touch with you guys, because my service is of course on Patreon, like teaching or coaching, um, and that's why I would say, okay, this is like a part of my career, but not. I wouldn't recommend to a young, fresh artist who is just learning, like a student. I wouldn't recommend to say like, hey, I want to learn 3D to be just a YouTube artist, because this actually, I don't think that this actually work, because you have to have some experience to consider yourself an artist, and then of course you have to present something on YouTube. Of course, this can be a learning process for you as well. Of course, this can be like a booster for your career, but I still wouldn't consider this as a career. Yeah, like, because the market is oversaturated and your earning is very, very low. However, when you have a really cool persona, like you are a funny guy, you are entertaining people and this stuff, then maybe more. Okay, when you are really, really funny, and when you're really, really have a persona which you want to show to the uh, yeah, to the people out there, then then of course, then you can earn a lot with YouTube. But it's actually not because you are an artist, it's because of your persona. Okay, so you are getting like how it's called, these partnerships with companies and this stuff. Of course, you can earn there, or you can learn with these tools or these partnerships. But I would say you can earn in a studio. I mean, not more, but the chances that you are earning in a studio some money is bigger than on YouTube. I think this is just my like opinion, and of course, not just the market is oversaturated. I think the risk of burning out is huge, is immense actually. When you do it like a profession, then you have to yeah, then you have to of course earn enough on YouTube with YouTube, to yeah, to be in the security of an regular income. And when you do not have this, then you have a huge risk of burning out, actually. And um, Shane, thank you. Um, Thank you very much. Yeah, the risk of burning out is huge because, yeah, you have to deliver a certain quality. Of course, in every job, you have to deliver a certain quality, but the judgment is sometimes, yeah, harder online when you do stuff like, yeah, the judgment of your audience is, of course, sometimes really, really hard, and this hits sometimes really hard. Um, and yeah, I think these are the major problems with income, like oversaturated market and burning out. This is, yeah, when you are not used to deliver a certain quality, and when you are not used to feedback, when you are not used to yeah, critics, then the chances you are burning out is immense as a YouTube artist, because you are exposing yourself to the world. In a studio, you are exposed to your boss, or to your colleagues, but on YouTube, you are exposed to actually to millions of people. Of course, not millions of people are watching me. There are thousands maybe, but yeah, you are actually exposed, and yeah, this can be really, really hard to learn. And yeah, like I said, uh, to to make this a career. I hope this makes sense for you. Of course, I'm not used to discuss like complex stuff in English. I'm still learning. I'm sorry when I cannot bring everything like to the point, but I hope we can discuss it. Of course, you can tell your opinion in the comments or in the chat. Um, and maybe you have another opinion, like of course, I am earning. I'm honest here with you. I'm earning on YouTube like $1 per video, so it's actually not really much. It's nearly nothing, and I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it like for the reasons I told you, like creating a personal brand or whatever, showing my stuff, just showing my stuff. But it's not a career. I'm not earning on YouTube, and maybe you live somewhere where $1 per video is much, but I don't think that you find a like place in the world, on the earth, where you can live actually from $1 per day, for example. Um, this is not happening, I think. Even in really, really poor countries, you have to have at least, I don't know, $10 per day. Um, and yeah, of course, many of you have family and houses and like, I don't know, responsibilities for like a dog or whatever. And of course, you need money, and for this, you have to create a career, a real career. I mean, not just to be famous or whatever, but earning actually money. And yeah, and of course, I think like you are exposed to trends. Of course, you can hit like a trend with this video. I can hit a trend like with millions of views, and I get some money from this. but the next video is like not trending or whatever because of the yeah, algorithm of YouTube, or I mean online algorithms from the platforms. And yeah, your next video is like going down with just 1,000 views, or maybe 10,000 views, whatever. So you are always depending on these things which you cannot control actually. That's why when you are in a studio, or when you are working as at least a freelancer, then you have some control over where you work, what do you do, yeah, who you are like working with, and this stuff. But on online is a little bit difficult to decide. It's depending always on luck, and of course on your persona. If you are really, really like yeah, entertaining people, and online, uh, yeah, YouTubers have to be actually entertaining people, yeah, to draw attention. Okay, so yeah, like I said, let's talk about it. And I'm really curious about your opinion. He Getrus Getrus he Getrus. Hi, and of course Shane. Yeah, welcome. So this is like a summary of and I tried to like I try to get these topics more and more into my videos, so I'm not just talking like something. I want to talk about specific stuff which I experience. Of course, it's of course from my perspective, and I want to share like my. Of course, I'm new to YouTube, and I'm new to streaming and this stuff, and yeah, I want to take you with me on this journey, and maybe it will be different, like in a year or in 2 years. Maybe it will be different. My opinion will maybe switch to like how like I didn't expect this to happen. Okay, and I really recommend to be a YouTube artist, but right now I'm not considering this as a career path for you guys. um, yeah, like I said, when you want to be present, like showing stuff, of course, but this is just some kind of hobby, like at the side of your real career as a freelancer or studio employee. Okay, but the YouTube stuff is like the third thing. When you in my career, I can tell you, I was first an intern, then I was employed 10 years, then I did 1 year like a sabbatical. I took my time off for 1 year, and then I joined, or then I became a freelancer, a full-time freelancer. Of course, I was before I was doing some stuff, but not the real real money-bringing stuff. And since this year, am actually a full-time freelancer, and I'm creating these videos for you guys. And yeah, I really enjoy being on YouTube and online present. But like I said, I wouldn't consider this as a career in the first place. Someday, I don't know, after a career, you can, of course, like when you take artists on online artists like Trent Canigua, I think his name is. or I don't know, like the Blender Guru, they are always having a career before they are starting being a like YouTube. Yeah, before they start their YouTube career or YouTube presence. It's not a YouTube career actually. They are, or like Feng Zhu, they are doing this for fun first, and the second is they are doing it for building a personal brand, but not too early. They are always creating. First thing they are create is uh, is a real career, and then they go yeah, into online presence. So yeah, I hope this I could bring my point across. And of course, I'm I'm learning like English talking to someone. Here I am, of course, talking to myself. Uh, if if you need this as a like training, of course, sure, why not? But a career for money making, I would say uh, not really. Especially when you have other options, like when you live in the US, you have many options because there are many studios. But when you live in, I don't know, like I think many of my audience are living in Brazil or in India. And when you guys do not have many options like studios, of course you can do your online presence much earlier and just speculate on uh, being a YouTube artist. Like what else to do, right? Uh, this concept looks like from character from Treasure Planet. Actually, I have to watch it because I don't know the original artist. I will search for him and I will paste his name afterwards in the description. So I'm sorry when I didn't find the original. I mean, I didn't find the name for the uh, from the artist. Do you think Paul Polazzo? um, do you think make your sculpts as a STL? Actually, I earlier I was spending a lot of time on creating. I mean, was working on printables a lot. Um, this one I don't know because I do not own a printer right now. I'm planning to have a printer in the future, but right now I do not have one. Um, so I'm not planning having or creating this particular character to an STL printable. But yeah, actually, it's pretty easy to create printables from your sculpts because actually you can print it like this with just some adjustments here and there. Um, it's not like it's not magic. But for this particular one, I'm not planning it. But maybe for future uh, projects, maybe more. So adjusting the hair. And I think it turns the wrong direction. And what I really recommend to young artists is to travel. I will be traveling next week. I will be traveling with my wife here in Germany. Yeah, and yeah, travel a lot, even in your country, because actually every country has its own very interesting things to see and to learn, and cultural things. And I recommend to experience your own culture and maybe bring your own culture in your art pieces. This can actually, when you are considering to be an YouTube artist, this is something I recommend you to do, is to bring something from your culture into your sculpts. This can actually be a pretty cool booster for you to like. I thought about this when as I was thinking about, someone was asking me, I think this person was from Africa or so, um, and he was asking like, hey, I do not have a, studio here nearby. When I want to create like a game or whatever, what can I do? And I thought like, hey, it would be actually pretty cool to play a game, like an adventure game based in Africa. Why not? I mean, I really like these ideas to like um, to bring cultural things into games or movies, which I can experience like from my I mean, from my perspective, and like the mixture between the perspective of the creator and my perspective. So yeah, this is something I really recommend to do to I mean you to do, um, to bring your own cultural stuff into your creations. Are you working in the games industry? I am working in the 3D industry in general, and I am working in the games industry since um, this year as a freelancer. So yeah, yes, but not always. Like I was not always working in the games industry. But it's actually not easy to be a freelancer in the games industry, because of course many many studios are relying on a like um, on-site presence in the studio. Last week I was asked if I want to work in China, and I was like, thank you very much, but I cannot, but because I actually have family here in Germany and I cannot move to China. But yeah, of course it's possible. But like yeah, I was asking if the studio is working with uh, um, freelancers, and the guy was like, oh no, unfortunately not. And yeah, Yeah, back to traveling. Like I said, traveling is like resetting um, your brain a little bit. Like when you are experiencing new stuff, even in your country, even if you are telling like, oh, I do not have money for traveling. Don't worry. Actually, you can grab your bike, your I mean your bicycle, um, and make a little trip to I don't know, like the nearby forest or nearby town or nearby village when you are living in a town and experience even your own country, your own culture. Even through this, you're resetting a lot in your brain, and you are free and fresh for new stuff coming in. I mean, in your, for example, in your learning. Oh, someone is saying hi, but I cannot read because it's Chinese, I think. Um, yeah, welcome. So, like, I like to leave the hair something like this for now, and I create maybe some details like there. Of course, it's um, not clean enough, but for now it's okay. Of course, for a finished piece, you have to clean it up a lot. Ah, Charlie. Okay. Is the Chinese name written like the written Chinese name is Charlie? Yeah, you have to, yeah, like I said, you have to reset your brain first before continuing. And sometimes it's really, really healthy to take a break from learning or working. Of course, we are spending uh, like vacations, and yeah, maybe I was creating a video about like how to become a an artist in general, and I was not finished with this video because I was not like satisfied with it. But maybe I will create a just my English name. What is your Chinese name? Or is it Chinese? I hope this is Chinese. So I would when you want you can like write a uh, like translation, but in English. I mean, in of course, in English letters or in Latin letters. Because actually, I'm really interested in other cultures, and I recommend you to be um, curious about other cultures as well. So this is a part of learning, I think. to be able to learn from other cultures as well, like languages as well. So I was in Japan some weeks ago, and I was learning just a little bit Japanese, but the people were like, "Oh, so nice," and they are always thankful um, when you know something in their language. Chen Yuan Kuyo, Chen Yuan Kuyo. Welcome, yeah, uh, Charlie. Chen Yuan is the original pronunciation. So I hope I get the pronunciation correct. Many Chinese people have this like English name and Chinese name. It's pretty common in China, I think. Okay, so I think for the head, it's enough for now, and for this, I would create it like for these cuts. I like to do it like this. The uh, oh, when you do the live boolean stuff, then of course the background is not working. Uh, but actually, you can do it like this. Okay, I think I'm finished like for today. Um, I will leave it like this for now, and maybe I will create a finished version of this. As I mean the bust, of course, not the full character. And yeah, and maybe you will see it as a how it's called, time-lapse video on my channel. And yeah, I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Thank you for participating. So many comments in the chat. Really cool. Join my Discord if you want. And like I said, I will collect the portfolios and maybe create a review like session for portfolios. Please be please be warned that I will show your stuff online, okay, in a live stream. So please be aware what kind of things you are sharing. And yeah, thank you for participating. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new, something old, something about me. Of course, I learned about you as well. Please comment and like and share this stuff with others. This helps me a lot with the social media stuff. And yeah, have a nice day, and I will work on my project further. And hopefully I can share it with you someday. Of course, not yet because it's under NDA, but maybe someday. Until then, I hope to see you in the next stream, on the next video, or maybe on Patreon. So yeah,